Hello, Gary Champion, psychic medium and healer, with a new idea. It's an idea that happened a long time ago, and I almost have to go back there to tell you about it to explain what it is. But it does, at the end, you have no pain. That's all you need to know is no pain. And I've lived with pain my entire life. Don't have any now. Simple. And it's not the self healing that I do every day. I self heal myself every day. But it's different than that. It's for chronic, kind of incurable pain that never goes away. That's what I use it for. I'm sure you could use it for anything, but anyway, I can't remember. It's somewhere in the 80s, I guess, maybe. I had a dental appointment and had a tooth that we're going to have to do a lot of work on. And I have teeth that you can't deaden. And the poor guy kept giving me shot after shot. I mean, the 10th shot, he said, I can't give you another one. It's illegal for me to blah, blah, blah. I couldn't feel my toes, but the tooth was alive and well. So I went into myself and I said, no pain. And I said, go ahead. Because he stopped until I could sort of get a hold of myself. The pain was so great. I was crying and everything. And he continued to drill, and I had no feeling of it. And I was, I guess, in a meditative moment, and I don't remember it. I remember it now, but because it reoccurred. Like, I don't know, so many months ago, I had a tooth that needed working on. And the same thing happened. There are teeth that they can deaden, and there's teeth that can't. Depends on which upper lower jaw. And it got so bad that I could not go on. They could see I was in terrible pain, and I just said, give me a minute. I'll take it away. They kind of looked at each other, and I said, no pain. I repeated it a few times, and I said, go ahead. And they drilled, and I didn't feel it. No pain at all. And again, last month, I had a crown that had begun to crack. It's a ceramic. And they were going to have to replace it. And the same thing happened. They had to clear it and clean it up, and just a lot of shots, but there's no deadening that tooth. So I did the same thing. I said, no pain. And it went away, and they finished the tooth, and everything was good. I've had pain in this shoulder for a long time, and because it was badly damaged and repaired. It has arthritis. And the doctor showed me the arthritis. And my left knee has always hurt. I had a meniscus tear, I think probably in elementary school. I remember it pretty clearly. And it never was operated on. And at some point I got it fixed, but arthritis is in that knee. That's what the doctor said. He scraped it off. To where it didn't hurt for a while. And then, of course, he said it's going to come back, and it did. It's arthritis. And I have to ride a bike every day. I have to ride an exercise bike, just for health reasons. And I can only do short stints before these two begin to the pain is just overwhelming. And for some reason, I fell into it again, and I said, no pain. As I'm riding the bike, they're both just throbbing. No pain, no pain, no pain. And it was just gone in an instant. It just wasn't there. And I continued to ride the bike much, much longer than I normally would. Hence, I'm in better shape. And it's not come back. You would think something like that it's a mind trick, but you wouldn't think it was permanent, but it hasn't come back. I ride the bike twice a day now, longer, and I'm losing weight, course, everything else falls into place when you exercise. So I thought I would give you this thing and see if you can do it. It can be taught, so maybe I'll do a class, but I'm not teaching any classes right now. I don't see the interest. There's no interest from you. So the original classes were because people kept asking me to teach class, and my wife said, you ought to teach class, so I did. But I'm not teaching right now. Anyway, how it's done is your mind believes everything you tell it. I don't think anybody knows why. Scientists will say it does. But it doesn't believe what other people tell it, which is why you get these alarms. That's a lie. That's not, no way that's real. Other people can't tell you something and you believe it. In other words, you can discern the difference. When you tell your mind something, it absolutely believes it. It just does. Which is why, as a young kid, I jumped off the roof of a house. I was watching Superman every afternoon, little TV, Steve Reeves, short little things. And he could jump off, he could fly. I thought, well, he can do it. What's hard about that? I've seen, he runs and he jumps and takes off. So I put a towel around my neck, like where I had a cape, which I thought would look really good in the wind, just before I hit the ground, which is, of course, what happened. I thought I would fly. There's no problem with it. I believed I could fly. Because I believed that he could fly, that I could fly, I jumped off a house and didn't get killed. That was my last venture flying. I think I've told this story before, but it's true, and it demonstrates a point that your brain believes what you tell it. Which is why subliminal messages, watching television, you see the same commercial 50 times, and then you want to go out and buy that watermelon slicer or whatever it is they're selling, because you're brainwashed. You subliminally, you remember that stuff over and over and over and over. That's why they do it. They don't do it because it doesn't work. They do it because it does work, and it's not illegal. So anyway, in my mind, as I'm exercising or whatever I'm doing, I feel the pain. I let it impact me, where I know really that it's there. I can really, instead of just it being in the background as an annoying thing, which it usually is, I bring it right to the front, where I'm feeling it, I'm experiencing it. So I feel this pain deeply. And then I repeat to myself, no pain, no pain. Or in some cases, no pain, no illness, no pain, no cancer. Depends on what I'm working on. And there's a visualization that goes along with it. I visualize my arm with no pain. Now that may be hard to do, but I don't have any trouble doing it. I can remember what it was like as a kid without pain. And that shoulder, anyway, that shoulder came along pretty late. Maybe 30, 40 years ago that started. Anyway, I visualize the arm with no pain. I visualize the knee with no pain. In my mind, I can see my shoulder and I can see it throbbing. And then I just take that away, no pain. And then I can just see my shoulder, and it's clear and clean. There are no unusual anomaly showing in the shoulder, which usually you get when you have pain. You're experiencing it. You'll feel an anomaly. With your eyes closed, you can see your whole body, but you feel the shoulder and the knee, and then with your eyes closed, you tell yourself that there's no pain, and it just kind of melts away. Shoulder feels perfectly whole and normal. Knee feels perfectly whole and normal. And that's pretty much it. It's you have to have a good imagination and the ability to visualize things. But currently, I'm pain free because champion mind technique. I don't have a name for it, but it's really I can tell you what it is. But I don't think you'd care. It works. That's all you need to know. I guess you could look it up or you could call somebody and they might explain to you what it is. But since a while ago, I know I can ride the bike for longer times, twice as long, without any pain at all. I get tired, but I don't have the pain. See, the pain is what's tiring. If you're a runner or a jogger and you've got a bad knee, there is no good part about running or jogging or walking or anything. The pain is constant. And it gets worse. You think as you warm up, it'll get better, but for me, it just got worse. And pretty soon it's this throbbing thing. You have to drop whatever you're doing until it goes away. Or you take medication for it, which I don't do. I don't take pain pills. So I wish it were easy. I believe it is. But I was explaining it to my wife over lunch today, and she said, well, everybody's not like you. And I was thinking, thank goodness. But I'm thinking if you have a good imagination and the ability to visualize things, then, it is teachable. I think it is teachable. So anyway, if you can get into that zone, you can repair anything as far as I know. I have no idea. I don't have anything wrong with me. The only thing wrong with me was the shoulder and the knee, and that's gone. So I don't have anything to visualize. I might try something really unusual with it. But your brain believes what you tell it. Now, if you don't believe what you're telling it, then it doesn't believe what you're telling it, and it knows. So I was really riding the bike and meditating. I told myself, oh, there's no pain. Why do I have, there's no pain. And it was gone. I said no pain, I think 3 times, and it was gone. It's like the magic slippers and Dorothy and Oz. So there it is. It's not exactly an instruction booklet, but I think some of you should get some help from it, especially chronically ill people who have a lot of pain. And chronically ill people who are taking a lot of medication that probably shouldn't, or they're so close to how much medication they can take without their heart stopping that maybe they should try something else. And here's an example of something you could try. I think it can be taught. I just had the epiphany about it, and thought I'd tell you maybe you can do something on your own. At some point, maybe I'll teach a class on it, and those who want to learn can. It's like I think self-healing is teachable. Everybody should be able to learn that. I think everybody in the class learned it. But you got to use it to make it work. So no fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.